lot of stuff to share with you today. Uh, a lot of stuff I've been thinking about, and a lot of stuff that has happened. Uh, some of you have contacted me, and I just, I got so much to share today. I just know this is going to be a wonderful MS Live, and I need you all to participate because together we're I actually am inspired. I pray every day. Before this, I pray for the Lord to guide how this is going to go, and because I'm nothing more than a servant. I am not an expert in MS. I just have had it for 36 years, and I'm not afraid to. Hi, Karen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, all right. I'll tell you in a minute. You are just sweet. Let's see. I'm sharing on YouTube everything. Let's see. I'm sharing all this, and I can't say hi to you on YouTube. There, I just glanced there. All right. I'll tell you. My verbal crutch is there. So it's like a placeholder. I don't say or use guys and I'm from Jersey, but I'll tell you what, this is I've got a couple verbal crutches. Let me clear. All right. I do. Oh my gosh. All right. Now, first of all, hi Paul. Hi. Oh, you're all here. I am so grateful. I'll let you know. This long hair. It's driving me crazy. But this COVID thing, I like to make the best of everything. And roots and all, and roots are in. Roots are in. I'm blending that in. But I got to tell you that I had my hair done in the end of May, and I'm hell bent on waiting until 6 months. Every 6 months, I'm going to get my hair done. Good morning, Chris. Good. All right. I said, okay. So what I want to share with you is that all right. First thing, I was on the phone with another, I would say a leader. I'd say somebody who some of you know, some of you are in the group. It's a public group. Then I was she's amazing. I was on the phone with her, and she needed support, and she called me because she was struggling with her disease. Hi, Brian. Hi. All right, Brian. Sally's here. Hey, oh my goodness, I am so excited. I'm so, my goodness. So many of you are joining the YouTube channel, and I really like that because you can support each other with, and you can see people on YouTube are saying hi to each other, and Dennis is in the house. Dennis, hi, Dennis. Okay, so I want to tell you there are leaders, and I say leaders in that they're the most publicly aggressive people about serving that are in these groups, that started these groups, that have these that are in the public spotlight, as I am, as your host. But I got to tell you, the first is the last. Hi, Jim. The last is the first. We are all, every single one of us are struggling. Every one of us has something to overcome. Some of you may realize that one of these videos, I got some hate mail from a gal who said I had a lot of nerve complaining. And Randy's here. And speaking about leaders, Randy is one of our leaders. He runs MS Must Stop MS or the Monday night 7 o'clock chat. And Randy will attest to this. I was on the phone for an hour with another leader, and we help each other. We help each other, and I gotta say, we all help each other. We all. So whether you have depression, whether my stepfather just died on Monday, and Tuesday I had the MS Live, and I'm thinking yesterday was a loss comes in waves. So I had just incredible. I had bouts of just mourning, of sadness, and I talked to my mother, who said that her husband would be so angry at her mourning him, about her sitting around and crying and stuff, I don't think so. Blessed, God said, blessed, Jesus said, blessed be the mourners, and I didn't understand that, and I've often cried. I've cried at loss, but I was able to put a name to my pain. The great thing, and this is true, when you lose the ability to, say you've been diagnosed with MS, you have depression, you have anything that causes a tear, that tear is love. I wanted to sit there and cry. I wanted to mourn. I was like, oh my goodness, if I didn't mourn, if I didn't have this terrible, I'm thinking about the memories, thinking about the Thunderbird 56, or 56 Thunderbird. How beautiful that is. Me driving. You've seen that on Facebook. I posted pictures. That's Daddy's T-Bird. And I always say, I'll have fun till Daddy takes the T-Bird away. His birthday was on November 11th, or I'm sorry, November 4th. I gave him a model T-Bird for his birthday. He put it on, hi Diana. He put it on his desk, and I'll let you know that the idea is I'd give him a large model T-Bird on his desk, looked just like the T-Bird, and he'd let me use it more often. The fact is that he died 4 days later, and the T-Bird's given to me, given to my husband. It is given to us. And I'm sitting there. I said to my mom, I said, I can't think about taking any of his stuff, because I'm enjoying. I hate to sit there. I am enjoying mourning. Because I can recognize the loss. I can recognize the love of the things that matter to me. And if you're depressed, if you're lost a job, if you're just out of sorts, if you're and you're just dropped to your knees, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what is my future gonna hold? And you mourn of the life that is not going to continue the way you expected it to. Somebody told me, when you lose someone, it's not that you mourn the passing of that person as much as you mourn the future experiences that you'll never have. And that's basically it. So I wanted to share with you. So I was talking to this other leader who said to me, she thought I was offended by this person who said hey, sent me a hate mail, and she said she hurt you, and she hurt the group, and she hurt me. And I said, she didn't hurt me, right? Because what did I tell you? You can't insult me without my permission. And it's true. Jane's here. So what I wanted to say is that there are leaders in the social media, but we each, like Paul says, we're all a part of this body, the body of Christ. We each have a leading position. Jane, I think of you, and I think, oh my gosh, you're a leader. You're as every bit of a leader in this group. On YouTube. I think of Karen. Karen, you're a leader. Diana, uh, just and Chris, you encourage. It's beautiful. And Randy is amazing. He does so much for this community, in volunteering, in raising money, and support. Randy, you're bigger than me. You're a heck of a lot. So go to MS or Must Stop MS and see that. So if you have depression, if you have something that's happening, remember it is everything's an opportunity to feel the love of what you're missing. You're missing the happiness you know is there, and you can't grasp. You're missing the job, the security. You're missing the people. You're missing the experiences. What are we missing? So I've done this soul searching. What are we missing? When you say you just got diagnosed with MS, or you're experiencing losing certain abilities, what are you missing? What exactly are you missing? You're missing what you can depend on. Nobody, and I like that because it's humble, Randy. Nobody likes change, and Randy is saying right now he's just doing his part with all of his work in this MS field. He's just doing his part, and I'm just doing my part. And Jane, I think about you calling Susan and reaching out to us all on telephone, on YouTube, on it is, and I get phone calls. Everybody does the part, and Jane, you're amazing because you are more interactive, more physically interactive. And I think about the people who run MS Frontiers, primary progressive, who run secondary progressive. Yeah, everybody's having a difficult time in life, and now Maryland is like shut down again, and this COVID, this election, this there's so many things to be upset about, and we can't. We just you gotta step back. At some point, think about the camel with all the straws on the back, right? At some point you have to look at the camel and think, with all the straws on, with all the problems. So it's like, oh my gosh, now COVID. Oh my gosh, now the doctor wants to see me. Oh my gosh, now I'm having this symptom. Oh my gosh, now I've got a headache. I now I've got the heater, the water heater is going up. I've got to replace that. I've got to. All these things are on the camel's back, and when you're experience something that is all encompassing, that camel's back will break. Oh, the only thing you can do is buy a whole slew, a herd of camels, right? And put each straw on each camel. All right, the water heater. All right, I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna write down the list. I'm gonna write down, all right, water heater. That's camel one. Physical therapy. Because remember, I told you boundaries. We all have to have boundaries, and that's what works in my life. And that boundary is protecting myself from other people, right? And I can do that by, instead of having the water heater, all the problems that can happen, instead of having the world happen to me, I got a bunch of camels, and everything that comes to me, I put on a different camel, and I deal with it when I feel like it, right? And the second boundary is protect other people from me, because if I don't have these herd of camels where each problem's on each different camel, I'm going to get mad at people. I'm going to say something. Hurting people, whether you're emotionally hurting, you're hurting because of a loss or a job or physical ails, or you just don't feel good. You don't feel good. Hurting, but we are more likely to lash out. It's and I just watched this I listen to these encouraging things, and I talk about the difference. Well, I was listening to the difference between men and women, and men process linear, very unemotional. They say that women, when they're born, little girl babies, when they're asked to draw or they recognize faces, little boy babies recognize objects. So. Boy babies with the hi there, hi Richard, with the mobiles over their baby crib, they're more interested. Little girls want to be held because they like the interaction. So knowing that the interaction, and we're natural, women are natural nurturers, and women need each other. And I think I'm going off the topic. So the third boundary is boundaries to protect ourselves from ourselves. What we should be doing, how we should be serving. I guess that's where it ties in with the strengths of men and women. Men, if you're depressed, if you lost your job, what are you good at, Fred? What are you good at? Change the oil on your car. When's the last time you did that? Paint something. Something always needs to be painted. There is something, and there's something that can be done. Richard, sunshine. I think there's something now with us women with MS or with any difficulty. It's so important to to use this awful thing that happened to you or is happening to you, mourn it, and use it for things that nurture other people, to help other people, the way Jane has stepped up, the way Karen, just the participation. Richard, when you guys support each other in the chat on YouTube. So if you're watching this on not on YouTube, on Facebook, if you want to be in this group support while I'm talking and talk to other people about either what I'm talking about or about issues that you're going through, go to YouTube, go to my channel, Dulci Hill. Go to my channel. In fact, if you put that in any search engine, Dulci Hill, if you put that in any search engine, I'll pop up. Hi, Tim. Hi, Anita. I'll pop up, and a video pop up, and you go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, and you'll get notification when we're live. So go to YouTube. If you like this on Facebook, just follow me. All you have to do is hit follow, and you'll be notified when I'm live. So also, if you don't like to see me and you're on YouTube, and that's okay. If you don't like to see me, you don't want me in your group, if you kick me out. If you're administrator, but I'll tell you, each one of us has a role to play. Each one of us, and there is just because I'm in front of a camera doesn't mean that I'm greater than anybody else. I'll let you know, for example, that boundary to protect ourselves from ourselves. We have to eat right. I gave up eating all of this bread and sugar and for a week. I decided I was so weak. I decided yesterday I was going to put on the exercises, and I lifted weights for the first time in 2 weeks. Didn't want to. I did some legs. I just did a full body workout. This afternoon, it's 58 degrees. It's raining. I'm going to the outside pool, and I'm going to swim. Not because I want to, right? Because the body needs to. The body needs to. So what I wanted to say is God. God allows these terrible things. I said, many people who are not Christians, many people who are Christians say, why does God allow these terrible things to happen? Why? Why does God let these things happen? God allows things to happen that he hates so that he can see the things he loves come out of it. If Romans 8:28 says all things work together for good, then we can use these tragic events as laws. I'm sitting there, and my stepfather, I'm holding his hand because I'm the only spiritual person holding his hand in the room. I've had an outer body experience when I was in a moped accident when I was 16 years old. I washed my body. So I was outside of my body. I was in a coma. I was watched my body. So I didn't see a light, but I knew that there was a separation of a body and a soul. If I could see this body and this man that I'm related to was laying in this bed and he was brain dead, but and they were saying that he was having pulses, muscle pulses that were not his fault or was not. Hi, Angie. It just Angie. All right. I'm gonna. I will read that in a minute. But he was there. He was there in this bed, and I was holding his hand, and I was praying because he had restless leg syndrome, and I was massaging his legs, and everybody else thought he died when he had this stroke, so he wasn't really there. But in my experience, with me being out of my body, I felt he was there. I prayed, and I you know what, and I said, there are no atheists in a foxhole in war, and I'll tell you, there's no atheists in the corner of the room. And he was a devout atheist until he was in the corner of the room. I know he's in the corner room. I said, yeah, now you're there. And now I'm holding your hand. If you can hear me, if you can feel God, if you understand. Hi, Susan. Squeeze my hand hard. I held his hand until he passed away. It was, and death is naturally God's in command. And there, if all things, I kept looking for the silver lining. What is good about this situation? And my mom said, there's nothing good about losing your husband. And I said, oh my gosh, what's good? The good thing is that he didn't die right when he hit the floor. He was in this coma, and he was in the corner, and I prayed and I asked God, right? Because if you remain in me and my words remain in you, it says this in the Bible. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be given to you. And I said to God, you said that. You said that my husband was there. So you said that. You said that. They're your words there. I don't get a dime for serving you. I am devout. I am constantly looking at where I am a hypocrite because I'm the biggest hypocrite. Right, I'm the first to admit there's nobody to blame. The hate mail is an opportunity for me to look at, well, where's the truth in that? So it just, the good thing about that situation is that in my belief, I said, God, I claim Walter will be an eternity for me when I get there. I claim his soul. I claim that. If you can hear me, you will accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You will go into eternity, and you will wait for me, and you will do that for me. If you can hear me, and God, you will do that to this man for me. And it was beautiful. It was so yeah. I was crying. I have these emotional bouts because I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. So Angela, you are beautiful, Angela. All right, just to step back a minute. Angela says she is saying, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. You know what? She's given me thanks for being transparent, but I don't know how transparent. Uh, I'm just one of you, right? Aren't we all struggling in all this? Uh, aren't we all? We're all the same. We're all part of this body. We're all we're all souls on this earth trying to do our best getting over these situations. MS is a catalyst that we have to get over ourselves. It's in so many ways it's good that we have it's like Walter Dunn having this stroke. It's only if you hi Kim, hi Bridget, only when you are good with God. No, I'll tell you in a minute. All right, only when you're good with God can you die in your sleep. If you're not good with God, or if people love you too much, I just it's my theory that you die a slow and horrible death, so people that love you can let you go. It's cancer and just terrible. All right. Angela asked how I keep my house so clean. Yeah, you, Angela, if you saw my desk right around this here, I like a messy desk because I just love organizing. I love to destroy things to make that go. But remember camels? I was talking about camels there. So I'll put a camel. I said there, my verbal crutch there. So there. I said it again. So I'll put Angela put a camel it's a house cleaning camel, and I'll put that down. Not deep clean, right? Not deep clean, but organized. Clean off my desk, file things, put away. I'll just like I had laundry. Hi Kim. Oh, it's good to see you. It's good to Kim, if you can get on YouTube and subscribe to YouTube, you can participate in the chat. Kim is I've been going back and forth with Kim a lot, which is really good for me because it just she's a lot of questions, but I know you guys can answer them on your perspective because it only comes from my perspective. So what I do, Angela, is I have a video, and it's how do you organize your life with lack of energy when you have MS. And it's all about prioritizing your energy into low energy activities. I will label 3 when you don't have any energy, and that is when you're sitting down. 4 is when watching paint dry. It takes energy, and people with MS, you guys, hi Dean, my love Dean, and you tell Jan I love her too. Yeah, I love you guys. I'm glad you liked the Veterans Day video. Thank you for but anyway, I'm sorry. I think I lost train of thought. So, where was I? Somebody can you? I have cognitive difficulties too. I don't complain about it because the Lord gives you friends to help put the needle back on the record player. So tell me, where was I? It was probably a lie. My mom used to say that if you can't remember what you were talking about, it was probably a lie. Organizing. That's right. Thank you, Susan. She's talking about organizing. And what I said is you've got these camels, and then you have your energy. You have no energy, and you organize. I've got so much energy in the day. I don't know where it's gonna go. You can't. Hi, Carla. You can't. You can't have a schedule when you have MS, because as much as you want to have a schedule, your body and your energy will dictate things. Dean, you will remember, or Jen, you guys will remember that I could be counted on to show up at the gym at a certain time. When you guys did the coffee thing, it's every time I planned to be there when you guys were there because I loved you. I loved you. I still love you, but I can't do that now. So what do? I have. I know I want to swim today. I know I want to go to the gym today because I've created a boundary. I have that in order. Cleaning the house takes say a level 2 or level 3. Organizing, filing papers is say a 2 energy, and going to the gym is, hi Teresa, is a 1 energy. So I've got a lot of energy. Go to the gym, I swim, I come back, 2 energy, I make dinner, and then now I've got 3 energy. I might file paperwork. I clean the house, organize things. Today, before I did this, after I fixed my hair, I went into the bedroom and I was folding clothes from yesterday. Thank you, Karen. Karen's giving me time checks. Life makes sense again. It is wonderful. So again, I go into that bedroom. I was folding laundry. I was running out of energy folding laundry. Hi, Lisa. It just so. All right, I had a lot of energy before this. I went and I folded laundry, and then I came out. I didn't have much energy sitting down, but you guys know. Hi, Gwen. You guys know in Paris, I turn on the camera, and it's like you. Hi, Nikki. It's like you've wound me up. So you got the camera on me, and I'm excited. I've got energy. I look to have this level 1 energy right now. So what happens is cleaning the house is, for me, it's organizing the house. If you have MS, and if there is any way, my husband did, you know what, Gwen, that is, Gwen says that I have helped her so much, and I got to say that it's not me, it's the Lord speaking. I pray, God, use my words. You talk to these people, talk to all of us, give them what we need to feel better in life. And you know what's wonderful is that I originally thought that, I'm telling you, when I first started this 15 years ago, I I thought I had something to say that everybody with MS could benefit from. And the longer I have it, and I gotta say, this MS Live has changed me so much, in that I realize that you help me, Gwen. You have helped me with questions, and so many of you guys have helped me. It is amazing. Let me see. Somebody, hi, D. Gina. She's in Canada. She helped me with my bladder issues. The bladder medication stopped working, and I think I mentioned that on one of these shows, and she texted me back and forth, and she probably emailed me, and she was very interactive. Hi there, Captain Fantastic Craig. Oh my gosh, Craig, I love you. I love you. And I love Christy. Gosh, I've met Craig and Christy. They flew into to Baltimore, and we went down and met for lunch. Hi, Brianna, and it was so wonderful. Thank you. But you guys, Craig and Christy, is an example about how just listening to what Christy was going through fed me. And it's the same thing that every time I get an email, Craig, what's awesome about Craig is that Craig's wife Christy has MS, and Craig found my videos early on and would answer to the videos there. So I will let you know that Craig is an honorary person with MS because our caregivers, our spouses. I look at my husband. He chooses to have MS. He chooses to be my caregiver. He chooses. I mean, think about it. We could be institutionalized when we get 37 years I've had this. I just, so, all right, Angela, I'm sorry, I'm going around the block to tell you about cleaning up things. There is, if you can't afford to bring in a house cleaner once every other week or once every 3 weeks, you can at any time, and it is, to me, it's more important than a massage. I haven't had a massage in years, because I'd rather have somebody come in and clean my baseboards, deep clean, mop and stuff. This here is so important. And Craig, it's important for you and Christy. You probably have a house cleaner, but you have somebody come in and do the difficult things. What you can do is, hi, Dina. It's good to see you. So it is when you're in a room and you've got MS there. If you're just tired, think about cleaning up what's around what you can reach. If you have a little bit more energy, you can clean up that room. Just pick up stuff and put it. What I do, hi Carol, what I do is, because I trained Ranger to be my service dog, and you've seen him carrying the basket, I have him following me around with the basket, and I put things from one room that need to be in another room in the basket. And this dog loves to walk around with the basket, and he walks into the room, and I try. There's a word that I try to use every time, because it's the enemy of us not making. It's called follow through. Follow through. When the messes occur when we don't put our toys away when we're done. Sometimes we're too tired to put our toys away, and that's when our husbands and our kids and our caregivers will. I know my husband will go and clean up the kitchen when I'm done cooking. Sometimes I'm in the kitchen, I'll be making dinner, and all of a sudden I'll do it on my scooter, or I'll do it on the walker, or I'll stand there and I'll just drop. I say, I'm done, and he'll look at me and he'll say, you're done. You're done. Yeah. You know what, Karen? And I thank my caregiver husband. He says, I want to hire someone to come in, because I was on my hands and knees. I was cleaning the baseboards, and it took me 2 hours every other week, and I'd really, really clean. And he says, I'd rather you go to the gym. I don't care if we've got to take milk money and pay somebody to come and deep clean. It's more important for somebody to mop and sweep and vacuum and stuff than for you to do that. And I thank God, because that's what happens. It is, they say priorities. So look around at your finances and decide that gym. It's ridiculously expensive, but I have to join. It's my physical, mental stuff. Here's another thing that happens is that people with MS, uh, all people with depression, with anything that is makes you sad, any loss. What happens? What do we do? What happens is that we don't feel good. We physically don't feel good. We emotionally don't feel good. Hi, Mary. And what do? We'd rather stay home. We'd rather isolate ourselves. We'd rather not do something, and the world becomes smaller. And what's good about this expensive gym is I'll sit there and I'll say, I don't feel. My husband will say, "How you doing today?" And I'll say, "I'm unbelievable." Because I won't complain. Complaining reminds you how bad it is. And he'll look at me and he'll say, "Go to the gym." And I'll say, "Man, I don't feel like it. I'm level 3 or level 4. I'm staring at the paint." And he'll say, go to the gym. Do something." And just like this camera thing, where do I get the energy every Tuesday and Thursday to do this when I'm like you? How is it possible for me to show up every Tuesday and Thursday when I'm going through the exact same thing you are? That exhaustion, I don't feel like it. Never have I been in that situation where I've thought. I mean, Walter, my stepfather died on Monday at 9 o'clock in the evening, and 11 o'clock the next morning. I was doing this not because I felt like it. I didn't feel like it. Blessed be the mourners. I didn't feel like it, but yeah, it doesn't matter what I felt like. There's bigger things. There's you guys. There's every single one of you support. I had no choice. Whether I sat there and cried for a whole hour, this MS Live. I'm your host. I promise. My commitment to you by God. Hi, Kim. As God is my servant, is to have this forum here for you. Hi there, Patricia. Hi, Brian. All right, take a deep breath there. Yeah, and so many. Kim. All right, let me talk about that. Kim's talking about how her husband is a rock, and I know, Chris, you talk about Ronnie being a rock, and Karen is super, and Jane and Craig, you are amazing. Uh, yeah, you're amazing. I don't know if I'm dedicated or if it's God that keeps us going, keeps us all going. It's easy to become isolationist, to say, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like going outside. It's raining. I just got a whole lot of bulbs, dahlias. I ordered them in August, and they just came. It's yucky out, and they just came, and now I've got. I actually, it says clearly on the, get these in the ground as soon as possible. These are dahlias, They're one of the smelly things at Easter time. I don't know. They're the spring bulbs, and I can't. And I'm thinking I don't have time for that one. Walter died. MS Live, exercise, eat right. I would. I don't have time. I don't feel like doing it. Hyacinth. Thank you, Jane. They're hyacinths, and it's a whole box. I've got to get them in the ground. I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing that. Yeah, but what choice do I have? I mean, it was $100 with the bulbs, string bulbs. Yeah, get out. I'm gonna have to find. I don't know. Maybe if I did this live, Planet Bulbs live, and you brought you with me, and I was on camera, I'd have the energy to do that. I don't know. It is, but the best thing we can do is all right. First of all, we need to put ourselves first, right? That boundary, getting the house cleaner, getting when you have no energy, getting this to deep clean your house is just it's putting yourself first. It has nothing to do. Think about that. Think about here's something that's true with all of us. Every single person, doesn't matter if you have MS, depression, doesn't matter if you lost your job, doesn't matter if you lost your spouse, if somebody you walked out on you, it just doesn't matter. When you're feeling bad, the hardest thing in the world to do is bathe, is to change your clothes, is to, right? Am I telling you that? Am I telling you something? It is, but it's we bathe because that's what we're supposed to do. And the same, you floss your teeth because that's what you're supposed to do. And so much of life is doing what you're supposed to do, not because you want to, right? What do they say? They say habits are for when you don't feel like it. And lists, putting these camels and addressing these camels, uh, they're very much like it's logic. And I've been accused of thinking like a man and feeling like a woman. So I tell everybody you got a hidden testicle. I'm sorry for being crude, but you know what? YouTube says this isn't for kids under 18 because you can't have a chat unless it anyway. So logically, if we can separate the emotion from the logic, if we can, and you men should be able to do this better than we women. So if we can separate, we women can think more like men, and you men can be logical about it. What needs to be done? What needs? My brother showed up with my mom, and we're on either side when he was in the emergency room, and she came out and she was crying. I went in with her and we sat down next. And she's crying. I cried and I'm sitting next to her. I could have stayed there forever. And this is how men think. And this was so wonderful. He's thinking, oh my God, if we could. I don't know what he's thinking, but he says, let me take you. All right, I'm taking you girls to lunch. And mom says, I can't eat. And he says, all right, you want to go to your house or Dulci's house? Where does everyone want to go? And she's like, I don't know. And he says, so this is how a man thinks. Logically, you can't sit on this bench at the hospital forever. We don't know what's going on. They say they will call the cell phone when we can come in. So my brother, being a man, says, "You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back to your house, Mom, and Dulcie. The three of us are gonna go back to your house, and we're gonna sit there in your with your stuff and around until they call us." He and then he pulled me aside. He says, "I'm going to stop by and pick up a sub because you guys have to eat. You're not thinking about eating. This is a man's job." A man's like, "All right, I got to think about eating. I got to think." A woman, what are women? We women, we think, "Oh my gosh, I got to be emotionally there. She's not gonna eat. I don't have to eat. I'm not gonna eat with her." And but you think about that. You think if you have MS, if you're depressed, if you have lost your job, a spouse, if you have a something like that, if there is a way that you can divorce yourself from your problem and write down what needs to be done, you have to. Just 1 minute here. You have to. I gotta plug in this cell phone is I'm on Facebook with the cell phone. All right, let me see. I got to plug in that because it's saying that it's got a low battery because that's the way it is. Technical problem. All right, that's not going to work. All right, forget it. Okay. So anyway, we just have to do what's next. Do what's be in this situation. Do what's next. Let these camels, address them if we can. If we can't, get first camel, the bathing camel. Get out of bed, bathe, put on clean clothes, fix your hair or just put on a lipstick. If nothing else, I put on lipstick and eyebrows and go about, put on a nice shirt and not because you want to, because it's a camel. You're dealing with one camel at a time, right? When you're done that, eat. Oh, and now it's time to eat because eating's a camel. It is. Now I've got to exercise because it'll get out of me. I don't want to exercise. It's hard. You have MS. You don't want to exercise. But when I get in the pool and I swim a half a mile, I gotta tell you, afterwards, it does something chemically to your brain. For me, for if you can't walk, and I started swimming laps when I stopped being able to do the elliptical trainer. When the legs, I still go for walks around the block with that hip flexor assisted device, the HVAC, that will compensate where the nerves don't work with that left side. So you can still do that, but you got to get that heart rate up. It's so cathartic. It's so yeah, and I do the crawl. And you figured out, Diana. I figured out how to do the crawl without hurting that rotator cuff. I keep that shoulders back the whole time. I never cross. I never pinch that tendon there before I was pinching that tendon. So, real high. Hi, Vanessa. Did I say hi before? But I'm so glad you're there. You're here with us. I don't remember if I've seen you in this chat before, Vanessa. Is it Vanessa? Or when I was growing up, I had a friend who was Vanessa, but her mother used to call her Vanessa, and we had to call her Vanessa. I don't know. Anyway, yes, live TV. I don't know what you think, Chris, exactly. Jane, Jane says we're all in this together. Let's see some of the other Moody, Marty. Hi. That is wonderful. Uh, all right. So I guess I anybody want to talk? Oh my gosh, I've been talking for 55 minutes straight. Oh my gosh, I can't. Unbelievable. I've got. I know what I will say is that if you have MS, if you don't have a job, if you've lost your spouse, if you've been dumped, if you're depressed, if you uh, uh, lost a stepfather, somebody you love, this, if you, one of the things that James 4:2 says, if you're suffering, ask to be healed. So many of us with these afflictions, with these problems, we don't, for some reason, we don't feel worthy of asking God to take away our pain, just to relieve us of that. A lot of times, uh, we have these difficulties and we don't think about them. Uh, I'm sorry, somebody just texted me. We don't think that we're worth asking the Lord to heal us. I know this has happened to me with MS. I'm thinking, I've been told by too many people in over 37 years, God doesn't heal you because you don't want Him to. You don't ask. Your faith isn't stronger, and that is, it's insulting because God doesn't take, we can pray and we can ask, but some of us will be healed, some of us won't be healed. If we're not healed, it's because there's better things that can come out of something God hates. So you know you know what, and I'll tell you, it is exercise there. And I will say that Cheryl on MS Frontiers primary progressive, she's a leader, she's the administrator. She was not secondary progressive, she just lost all abilities to do things. What happened is she couldn't go to the bathroom without her husband bringing her to the bathroom. All she did, and I'll tell you, all she did is through encouragement of others. If there is a way you can stand and just hold yourself, and that's all she did. Stand and on her and have her husband hold her, and she tried to stand just for a second. The next time, hi, Rob. Uh, it just, and guess what? Raindrops make oceans. And she may not have had the nerves to hold her, but the muscles developed a memory, and she's now able to transfer to the bathroom by herself, and the dignity that is there. So if you're in a wheelchair, Moody, just because we have progressed doesn't mean that muscles don't have memory, and exercise can't benefit from all of us. All right, Vanessa. Right now, it's the top of the hour, so it's a wonderful question. Vanessa says, "How do you handle work and fatigue?" She tries to follow a special diet, Wall's diet. All right. So what I'm going to do is, Vanessa, join us next Tuesday. Message me, email me, go to Facebook, or give me a call. Anyway, let me know if I can help you. Again, 443-910-3988. Let me know. And I don't. What's so wonderful is that I'm just one of you. I don't. You guys don't take. All right, let me get. Please go to msfrontiers.org. Look at the resources we have for you. On YouTube, subscribe. If you are on Facebook and you want to take part in this chat, go to YouTube. Follow me on Facebook if you like this. I'll tell you, if you just want to know the peace of God which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds and enable you to get outside of yourself. Just accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Repeat this prayer after me. Lord, I tried it my own way. I've tried it. I keep chasing things that I think will make me feel better, and you know what? I don't know. I know nothing. There is no drug. There is no job. There's no amount of money. There's nothing that does it for me. Only you. I'm willing to. I want to give it all away. I want to accept you as my Lord and Savior. I know I'm a sinner. I know you're the Savior. I know your blood. You had to die. I'm gonna trust in you, Lord, to be my Savior and to just come into my life and change my life. Show me the beauty that you've made for me. Anyway, again, love you all, and may let's see. God bless you and God keep you. May He shine His face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you His peace. Love you all, and I will see you. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday at 10. Bye, everyone.